You reckon I write too hard? Must be it. Self-intoxification. We spend every moment of our waking life intoxicating ourselves, going over and over and over in our minds of the things we have done, the things we want to do, the things that were overlooked, the things that people never saw who we were, how we were. We're just such grand people. We're all the time trying to prove to ourselves by the overt actions that we give that we are wonderful. We're wonderful, you know. We don't lie, we don't cheat, we don't steal. I'm doing numerology. Every letter is a nitrogen expression, it's alive. But anyway, according to numerology, every single letter has a numerical value to it. And so it goes from 1 to 9, and then it repeats itself. So C is a 3, H 8, E is a 5, A 1, and T is a 20 really, but we take away the 0. So let's see what this is, Mitzi, because we're learning something here. 11 and 5, 16, and 3, 19. What's the day today? Is it the 19th? Is it the 21st? Is it the 30th? It's always whatever day you want it to be. It's the 19th. 19. I think we talked about it. That's why I brought that up about the 19 too. I never did bring that back up on that other show, Mixie. The peacock is the 19th. And on that show, we talked about the 19th. Now, we just saw that cheat is a 19. Cheat. The word cheat is a 19. So how in the world can a peacock be cheating? Because we are parading our goodness. Look at me. Ain't I good? Ain't I nice? Didn't I take care of you? Didn't I send you a birthday card? Didn't I call you? Didn't I go see you when you were sick? Didn't I loan you some money and count it every single day till you paid me back? We parade our goodness. And because we parade our goodness, we cheat. We cheat because we cannot show something that is not the core of our being. It comes through. How does it come through? Let's say I'm smiling and I'm happy and I'm just pretending, that's the word, pretending, to be so nice. And then my daughter or husband or whomever, and he says, how was your day? Well, how was your day? It's going to come out. It's going to come out. What you are repressing, what you are trying to hold down, what you are that's what I said I was going to do, Mitzi. So we got another 20, which is this one right here. We got an 18. That was the moon. We had that on another show. Okay, so we got a 38, and that Y is a 25. Let me make sure before I go on. 20, 18. Numerology is a wonderful science, and it is a science. It's an esoteric science, and it's an old science, and it's older than astrology. And symbols, does it hold truths in and of itself? In as much as you want to put in it, just like anything else. What do you know? What do you know? Really know? You don't even know why you're here. You don't know why you're breathing, and you don't know where you're going after you leave. So anything only has the importance of what you place into it. So let's just say numerology carries some truth. As symbols, 20, 18, 7. 2, 9, 7. right? 11? Yeah. So we got 63. I love this. I love this. You know why? Because that's going to lead me right to this, Mitzi. It's going to lead me to this. In the I Ching, the Yi Jing, ancient Chinese book of revelations in Scripture. And we're going to turn to number 63 in here. 63. Let's go. Let's find 63. 63. All right. He who stands above things brings them to completion. Hence, there follows the hexagram of after completion. After completion means making firm. Now, how in the world, with me having talked for ever how many minutes I've been on here, how is this going to tie in? Let's see. Making firm. Okay, try. This hexagram is the only one in which all of the lines stand in their proper places. It is the hexagram of transition, peace to standstill. Are you trying to go from peace to standstill? Peace to standstill. When you are trying. It contains the two primary trigrams, water and fire. That would be another definition of nitrogen, which likewise is in the reverse order constitutes its nuclear trigrams. Okay, Con strives downward and Li upward. Hence, the outer and the inner organization of the hexagram create a state of equilibrium that is obviously unstable. So you are trying to be unstable. So we talked about if you're in a relationship and you're so worried that it's going to dissolve and you're doing all these things, you're trying to keep peace. You're trying to retain your security. You're trying, oh, wouldn't this be a jolly rat of a brilliant color? You're trying to get him to love you, to appreciate you, to honor you, respect you, and want you more than any other woman that walks on the face of the earth. Yeah, you would be certainly trying to do that. But you would be creating, as the I Ching is saying, an unstable condition, very unstable. At the beginning, the I Ching says, and I'm going to tie it to this, at the beginning, good fortune, in the end, disaster. So what you're doing with all of these efforts and measures in your deliberations of a daily walk, you're trying to secure an outcome that looks good to you because you got all your ducks in a row. You have made certain that you bought his favorite perfume and the most beautiful, sexiest lingerie that could possibly be purchased, and you prepared his favorite meal, and you are sitting there and smiling and laughing and being as cordial as you possibly can, and trying to be a compatible, decent person. So all that looks good. And the whole time now, look at this. You see, you're checking yourself. You're saying, look at this, I'm doing this, I'm doing that, I'm doing the other. So I am securing this relationship. It looks good. There's that word again. It looks good to me. But the I Ching says, in the beginning it looks good. Okay, I got this, and that. But in the end, disaster. Because what you were doing didn't affect what was going on at all. See, the guy could be having an affair, 3 of them if he wanted to, and enjoying your company as well, and all the benefits you're giving him. It just works, right? So your trying ends up, we already had it up there, that you're cheating yourself. There's no such thing as cheating. I use the word as a symbol. You are diminishing what could be because you're so focused on an idea that you have of yourself. Maybe you think, Alex, he is handsome, he's smart, he's got a terrific job, because, you know, I wouldn't be with anyone that wasn't handsome and smart and have a terrific job. So if I lose him, then I won't have anybody to replace him. And see, I see all of his potential, not only what I see visually, but let me get this down. But your eyes betray you. Okay? Remember that. But anyway, through my eyes, I'm looking and I'm seeing that this Alex is so wonderful. And I just love him to pieces because I have invented in my mind he's all these things. He's not any of those things, or he may be more than those things. I can't meet him because I've got ideas in my head. I could live with him 20 years and not meet him because I have projected ideas in my head. He's smart, he's handsome, he's got a great job. If I lose him, I won't have somebody as good as him and I'll be alone. And plus, I love this part, as I was saying, we see the potential. We see what he's gonna be. You know, this is what he's gonna do. He's gonna be even more than that in time to come. He's gonna become considerate and kind and loving and gentle and make love like nobody's business. And I'm gonna have all of those special orgasms that I know that are due me. But these are the things that women do. Men do them in another way. But what I'm saying is, we cannot possibly get to that place of security until we release the idea that we need to hold on. It said, if you're afraid to turn it loose, it has already turned you loose. So you're already bobbing up and down in the water. Let me stop a minute and talk about a movie that I went to see this weekend, and I recommend it to everyone. I thought it was brilliant. I am still thinking about the movie. The images just hold so clear in your mind. The name of the movie, and it won a lot of Academy Awards. The Life of Pi. I cannot tell you, I couldn't emphasize it enough if I had 17 hours, how wonderful this movie is. And what it will do for you, if you will go see it with a receptive heart and an open mind, and receive the beauty, the majesty, the wonderful, wonderful theme of life that is interwoven in that movie. And it goes right along with this, because the guy, Pi, ends up in the middle of the ocean because he was on an ocean liner and it sank, and he had to get on a boat with a Bengal tiger. Now, that tiger, his instinct is to eat meat. That is his instinct. That is what he knows, that's what he does. And so there was no way whatsoever, I'm not going to tell you the movie, not all of the movie, there was no way to transform this tiger. We have that Bengal inside of us, but that's what I was saying. We want to say, everybody, we want to deny it in ourselves. Like, we don't have this. If you want to say it's evil, call it evil. You know, evil, I read somewhere, and it stands, evil spelled backwards is live. And when I say suck the moment out of every occurrence. But anyway, we all have evil. The Bible says we were evil from the day we were born. So when we entered this dispensation of time, but you've got an idea about evil, get rid of that, first of all. Evil, the instinct. You have instinct and you have intellect. And somehow in your lifetime, you will have to merge the two. you will have to bring them together, as he did in living with that tiger, beautiful tiger, ferocious tiger. And in fact, you know, he had the life raft. The tiger inhabited that. He had to build another thing and be way away from with a cord, because, I mean, that's life. And until we come to the realization of that instinct in us is geared to gobble away, if you would, all of the things not out here, all of those things within ourselves that are hindrances. That goes back to, but your eyes will betray you, because we as human beings put so much importance in all of these things we see outside. We do not realize that all these things that we are seeing and interacting with and having conversations with or having disputes with, they're all coming from within here. Nothing is happening out here that is not projected from within here. It is the projection of the mind, the intellect's instinct. The two, that's what it is. The intellect, the instinct. And yet here we go through our entire lives fighting, trying to make right or elevate, there you go, those things on the outside. As I'll go back to my imaginary Alex. Now, I have made him so wonderful, there's no way that I would want to lose him, because if I lost him, there would be emptiness in my life. No, there would not be. Alex did not add anything to my life. He did not take anything away from my life. That life force remains. It is constant. It is not in any way deterred, denigrated, or demolished by anything that happens to us in our lives. What happens is our intellect starts coming in here and saying and making all kinds of interpretations like people do when they speak in ignorance, they don't know. I comment about a tarot card being evil. And I have stressed upon this show time after time after time again, tarot cards are not evil. They can't be evil. They're cards with pictures on them. So the only thing that the evil and your interpretation and all of your projections are coming from you. Everything in our life is. We immediately assign a label. And as soon as, I've talked about this on other shows, I know too, as soon as